I'm here with Tony Archer to talk through refereeing decisions from State of Origin Game 3. And Tony, let's start with the Andrew Fifita try. There were some questions over whether that should have been awarded a try. Have you had a chance to review that? What are your thoughts and can you talk us through it?
Yeah, certainly can. I've had an opportunity to go through the decision. There's a live decision on field of try. The question really to be answered is the role of Michael Jennings in the play. The interpretation that relates to this incident is whether or not the player is active or passive. For a player to be active, he has to impact or influence the game. For a player to be passive, he has no influence over the game. At the point in which the ball is kicked, Michael Jennings is in front of the player who kicks the ball. As all the players retreat back towards the ball, Andrew Fifita, who is onside, takes possession of the ball and grounds it in the in goal. When determining the role of Michael Jennings in the play, we need to know whether or not he influences the game at that point. When you can see Fifita take possession of the ball, there are 3 Queensland players who have also retreated back to the ball, and Jennings is behind those and having no influence on the game at that point. So understand the decision and it being the correct decision.
Okay, and Fifita as well as Queensland halfback Cooper Cronk were sin-binned during the match. Have you had a chance to look at those 2 instances and are you comfortable with the referee's decisions?
Yeah, I certainly am. Obviously they're for 2 different reasons. Cooper Cronk was involved in tackling Wade Graham off the ball when he was chasing through in an attacking play. Obviously that's a professional foul and should have been sin-binned. Andrew Fifita is a different scenario. Queensland scored a try. Post the try, he's obviously run a fair distance, got involved and taken hold of Gavin Cooper's neck and pulled him away from the play. Obviously that escalated into an incident that needed not to occur, and very comfortable with the referee to sin bin him there to cool off.
Okay, well there's been some comparisons made between this decision and a no try from Game 3 last year in Origin. Can you talk us through the difference?
Yeah, certainly can. You can see the point in which Queensland kicked the ball in Game 3 of last year. Matt Gillett is in front of the kicker. Greg Inglis, who is onside, comes through and takes possession of the ball. He then passes the ball to Gillett. At that point, he influences play and is involved, and as a result is penalised. That's the correct application. That's the difference between Michael Jennings last night and Matt Gillett last year.
Okay. There were plenty of penalties in the match as well, and it seemed to be a fairly lopsided count. Are you comfortable with those?
Yeah, I am. Obviously, going into Game 2, I reminded the referees that if there's infringements in the ruck or on the 10 metres, my expectation is that they penalise to ensure that there is a flow to the game. There's a period of penalties when New South Wales are in a strong attacking position. There's about 4 penalties in 7 or 8 minutes. So I expected the referees to penalise those that infringed and was comfortable with what they did in that period of the game.
Okay, and in terms of their overall performance across the State of Origin series?
Yeah, I was comfortable. Obviously, last night was a really difficult game to referee, and I thought that they handled it well through their experience and also their form. They've done well through the whole series, and I was comfortable with what they did.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us, Tony.
No problems.